Shalom and welcome to the books of Proverbs. We're still in Ezekiel, starting at chapter 25. So open your Bibles and read along with me. Ezekiel chapter 25. The word of Yah came to me. O mortal, set your face toward the Ammonites and prophesy against them. Say to the Ammonites, hear the word of Yah. Thus says Yah, because you cried, over my sanctuary, when it was desecrated, and over the land of Israel, when it was laid waste, and over the house of Yehudah, when it went into exile. Assuredly, I will deliver you to the Kedemites as a possession. They shall set up their encampments among you, and pitch their dwellings in your midst. They shall eat your produce, and they shall drink your milk. I will make Rabbah a pasture for camels, and Ammon a place for sheep to lie down, and you shall know that I am Yah. For thus says Yah, because you clapped your hands and stamped your feet and rejoiced over the land of Israel with such utter scorn, surely I will stretch out my hand against you and give you a booty to the nations. I will cut you off from among the people and wipe you out from among the countries and destroy you, and you shall know that I am Yah. Thus says Yah, because Moab and Seir said, see, the house of Yehudah is like all other nations. Assuredly, I will lay bare the flank of Moab, all its towns, to the last one. Beth Yeshimoth, Baal Meon, and Kiriathaim, the glory of the country. 10. I will deliver it to the Ammon, to the Kedemites, and as their possession. Thus Ammon shall not be remembered among your nations, and I will mete out punishment with Moab, and they shall know that I am Yah. Thus says Yah, because Edom acted vengefully against the house of Yehudah and incurred guilt by wreaking revenge upon it. Assuredly, thus says Yah, I will stretch out my hand against Edom and cut off from it man and beast, and I will lay it in ruin from Tema to Dedan. They shall fall by the sword. I will wreak my vengeance on Edom through my people Israel, and they shall take action against Edom in accordance with my blazing anger, and they shall know my vengeance, declares Yah. Thus said Yah, because the Philistines in their ancient hatred acted vengefully and with utter scorn sought revenge and destruction. Assuredly, thus said Yah, I will stretch out my hand against the Philistines and cut off the Cherethites and wipe out the last survivors of the seacoast. I will wreak frightful vengeance upon them by furious punishment. 17 again. I will wreak faithful vengeance upon them by furious punishment, and when I inflict my vengeance upon them, they shall know that I am Yah. 26. In the 11th year of the first month, the word of Yah came to me. O mortal, because Tyre clothed over Jerusalem. The gateway of the peoples is broken. It has become mine. I shall be filled now that it is laid on ruins. Assuredly, thus said Yah, I am going to deal with you, O Tyre. I will hurl many nations against you as the sea hurls its waves. They shall destroy the walls of Tyre and demolish her towers, and I will scrape her soul off her and leave her a naked rock. She shall be in the heart of the sea, a place of drying nets. For I have spoken it, declares Yah. She shall become spoil for the nations, and her daughter towns in the country shall be put to the sword, and they shall know that I am Yah. For thus said Yah, I will bring from the north against Tyre King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, a king of kings, with horses, chariots, and horsemen, a great mass of troops. Your daughter towns in the country he shall put to the sword. He shall erect towers against you, and cast up mounds against you, and raise a wall of bucklers against you. He shall turn the force of his battering rams against your walls, and smash your towns with his axes. 10. From the from the cloud from the cloud raised by the horses, dust shall cover you. From the clatter of horsemen and wheels and chariots, your walls shall shake when he enters your gates, as men under the breached as men enter the breached city. With the hoofs of his steeds he shall trample all your seas. He shall put your people to the sword, and your mighty pillars shall crash to the ground. They shall plunder your wealth and loot your merchandise. They shall raise your walls and their town, your splendid houses, and they shall cast into the waters your stones and timber and soil. I will put an end to the murmurs of your song, and the sound of your lyres shall be heard no more. I will make you a naked city. You shall be a place for drying nets. You shall never be rebuilt, for I have spoken, declares Yah. Thus said Yah to Tyre, the coastlands shall quake at the sound of your downfall, when the wounded groan, when slaughter is strife, when slaughterer is strife within you. All the rulers of the sea shall descend from their thrones. They shall remove their robes and strip off their embroidered garments. They shall clothe themselves with trembling, and shall sit on the ground. They shall trample every moment, and they shall be aghast at you, and they shall intone a decree over you. They shall say to you, how have you perished, you who were people from the seas? O renowned city, mighty on the sea, were she and her inhabitants, who cast their terror on all its inhabitants. Now shall the coastlands tremble on the day of your downfall, and the coastlands by the sea be terrified at your end. For thus said Yah, when I make you a ruined city, like cities empty of inhabitants, when I bring the deep over you, and its mighty waters cover you. 20. Then I will bring you down with those who go down to the pit, to the people of old. I will install you in the netherworld with those that go down to the pit like the ruins of old, so that you shall not be inhabited and shall not radiate splendor in the land of the living. I will make you a horror, and you shall cease to be. You shall be sought, but shall not be found. Again, declares Yah. 27. The word of Yah came to me. Now you, O mortal, intone a decree over Tyre. Say to Tyre, O you who dwell in the gateway of the sea, who trade with the people in many coastlands, thus says Yah, O Tyre, you boasted, I am perfect in beauty. Your frontiers were on the high seas, your builders perfected your beauty. From Cyprus seas to Sinir, they fashioned your plains. They took a cedar from Lebanon to make a mast for you. From oak trees to Bashan, they made your oars of boxwood. From the eyes of kitten, inlaid with ivory, they made your decks. Embroidered linen from Egypt was the cloth that served you on sail. Of blue and purple from the coast of Eliash were your awnings. The inhabitants of Sidon and Arvad were your rowers. Your skilled men of Tyre were within you. They were your pilots. Gabal's elders and craftsmen were within you, making you repairs. All the ships of the sea with their crews were in your harbor to traffic in your wares. Men in Persia, Lud, and Put were in your army. Your fighting men, they hung shields and helmets in your midst. They lent splendor to you. Men of Arvad and Helek mounted your walls all around, and men of Gamat were stationed in your towers. They hung their quivers all above your walls. They perfected your beauty. Tarshish traded with you because of your wealth, of all kinds of goods. They bartered silver, iron, tin, and lead for your wares. Javan, Tubal, and Meshach. They were your merchants. They trafficked with you in human beings and copper utensils. From Beth to Goma to prepared horsemen, and mules for your wares. The people of Dedan were your merchants. Many coastlands traded under your rule and rendered your tribute in ivory, tusk, and ebony. Aram traded with you because of your wealth of merchandise, dealing with you in turquoise, purple stuff, embroidered fine linen, coal, and agate. Yehuda and the land of Israel were your merchants. They trafficked with you in wheat of Minneth and Panak, honey, oil, and balm. Because of your wealth of merchandise, because of your great wealth, Damascus traded with you in Helon, wine, and white wool. Redden and Javan from Uzal traded for your wares. They trafficked with you in polished iron, Casa, and Calamus. 20. Dedan was your merchant in saddlecloth for riding. Arabia and Al-Qadar chiefs were traders under your rule. They traded with you in lambs, rams, and goats. The merchants of Sheba and Ramah were your merchants. They bartered for your wares. all the fine spices, all kinds of precious stones and gold. Haran, Janeh, and even the merchants of Sheba, Assyria, and Chilmad traded with you. These were your merchants in your choice fabrics and embroidered cloaks of blue and many colored carpets, tied up with cords and preserved with cedar among your wares. The ships of Tarshish were in your service of your trade, so you were full and richly laden on the high seas. Your oarsmen brought you out into the mighty waters. The tempest wrecked you on the high seas. Your wealth, your wares, and your merchandise, your sailors, and your pilots, the men who made your repairs, those who carried on your traffic, and all the fighting men with you, all the multitude within you, shall go down in the depth of the sea on the day of your downfall. At the outcry of your pilots, the billows shall heave, and all the oarsmen and mariners, all the pilots of the sea shall come down from their ships and stand on the ground. 30. They shall raise their voices over you and cry out bitterly. They shall cast dust on their heads and strew ashes on themselves. On your account they shall make bald patches on their heads and shall gird themselves with sackcloth. They shall weep over you, broken-hearted, with bitter lamenting. They shall intone the decree over you as they wail and lament for you thus. Who is like her when she was silent in the midst of the sea, when the wares were unloaded from the seas? You satisfied many people with your great wealth and merchandise. You enriched the kings of the earth. But when you were wrecked on the sea, in the depth waters sank your merchandise and all the crew aboard you. All the inhabitants of the coastland are appalled over you. Thus kings say aghast, their faces contorted. The merchants among the people hissed at you. You have become a horror and have created to be forever. And have, 36 again. The merchants among the people hiss at you. You have become an horror and have ceased to be forever. This concludes the reading of Ezekiel. May God bless you and guide you. May God keep you. May His light shine upon you and lead you into His truth and righteousness and fill you with His shalom. In Yeshua's name. Amen. Until next time, in books of the Proverbs, we wish you a blessed shalom.